Let's talk about ceiling shots today, yeah? Boy, has it been a while since we have done one of these videos. But there has been a mechanic that has kind of been sneaking up on us for a little while that I thought would be fun to talk about. So welcome to Leaf's School Flight episode number 16, Ceiling Shots. So I will admit, these shots may be a little more flashy than useful, but they can be hard to predict. What's special about this mechanic is that it's set up like an air dribble, but shot at the goal like a normal aerial, so making it not only difficult to save, but also difficult to predict. So let's get into it. So like I said, the setup is just like an air dribble, but there are two differences. First is that when hitting the ball off the wall initially, it is encouraged to be boosting, because this will send the ball a little bit closer to the ceiling. And then second is that we won't really be jumping off the wall, but rather either falling off the ceiling or actually jumping off of the ceiling. Obviously, jumping off the ceiling will start your flip timer, giving you only about 2 seconds to hit your second flip. But if you fall off the ceiling, you can actually stall your flip as long as you want, allowing for some pretty creative timing and some pretty creative shots. Knowing when to fall and when to jump will take some practice, just like any other mechanic. I actually put the code for the trainer that I use to practice in the description. If you want to get good at these shots, make sure you're taking time to really get a feel of how hard to hit the ball off the wall in order to get it as close to the ceiling as possible without actually really bumping into the ceiling. Once that ball hits the ceiling, it does become a little bit more unpredictable, a little bit more difficult to get your shot off. It is actually pretty easy to set up some backward shots for yourself if you do practice, so make sure that you are definitely spending time with the trainers if you do want to get this mechanic down. One quick tip for a little bit more power on your ceiling shots is to make sure that after you jump off the ceiling, after you execute your flip, to actually cancel your flip, to kind of half flip into it, so that once you cancel your flip, it's the top part of your car just kind of flailing at the ball, and it's basically hitting like a moving wall. It does add a lot more power and a little more accuracy to your shots. So make sure you're practicing half flip ceiling shots as well. It's kind of a mixing those two mechanics, but it does help a lot with power. So to review, boosting when hitting the ball off the wall will help you get the ball a little bit closer to the ceiling. Practice a ton to get a good feel for when you can either just fall off the ceiling or if you need to jump. Use the half flip mechanic to your advantage to add power to your shots if you need to jump, and then make sure to use that lack of flip timer when falling to make some pretty creative shots. I really hope that this tutorial is able to help you learn a thing or two. If you ever have any questions, do not be afraid to come by the live stream one night and ask me, and I will answer your questions at any time. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, follow me there on Twitch, subscribe here on YouTube, and I will see you all next time.